So, it's November the 5th in America. It's officially the election day today. Um, we probably actually won't find out on the day who actually wins, whether it's going to be Big Squirrel 1 or it's going to be Savage uh, Witch 2. Um, but either way, it's going to be highly entertaining. I plan to be in Washington. Once I go on and get there and have some sleep and eat some popcorn, I will wander down there and find a good place to sit there and actually just marvel at the great clown show that is called American politics. Now, the thing I find really amazing is that it is so tight in areas. You can Arizona, you're looking at a margin that's like about 50,000 people. So literally, they've got people canvassing out there. They're finding out, what sports they play, what beer they drink, and it's getting very personal. Meanwhile, in New York, we were saying for ages, going, well, what's going to happen? Is it going to be the October surprise that's going to actually really shape American politics? Pardon me. No, it actually hasn't been. It's been no nutty Novemberness, and it's been Peanut the Squirrel. It's Peanut the Squirrel, who has been This is what I love about airports. There's absolutely nobody here, and they decide to start doing testing. Even when they're looking for keys, they find something else to actually drive you. It's like psyop warfare. There's nowhere comfortable for you to be in an airport. It's just extreme cuts of 1,000 pieces of papers, which brings me back to old Peanut the Squirrel. So the first thing I like about, well, not like, but find kind of amusing about the fact is that the Republican Party have actually martyred Peanut the Squirrel. In case you don't know, it's a young squirrel that was basically found, nursed back to health, went back out, got in trouble, and guy nursed him back, but he was, by that stage, didn't have a tail, so he became house guest, became a internet celebrity. Guy looked, by all accounts, looked after very well, but somebody in the almighty bureaucracy decided that no, the squirrel might have rabies, and so they abducted it, and then they euthanized it to see whether it had rabies. Just plain downright stupidity, regardless of who was in power. But for some reason, the Republicans have found a way to actually blame Peanut on Kamala Harris, and basically sort of saying, well, today they come for your squirrels, tomorrow they come for you. So this is a whole new level of nuttiness, and kind of personally offends me, because as someone who's had a long love affair with the almighty squirrel, has often been one of my champion animals. I hate to see it being abducted for partisan purposes. At the end of the day, I just think that's just downright in poor taste. And it's a bit, it's a bit furry, as you might say, and I think they might be running up a tree, as you do. So here we are. That's the 2024 elections may be decided by a squirrel. Only in America we have it with you. There is a serious side to this, of course, that yes, it does worry me, because we see similar things happening in New Zealand with the Department of Conservation taking upon their power that they know better, and they go take over to somebody who's actually looked after, had a very good record of looking after say a key or so on, and then they say no, we know best, and they come in and they take it, and then that key dies. And it's the same kind of just screwed up centralised bureaucracy, has got nothing better to do. Now, I sympathise to a degree. There's an element here that we do have to step back and go, wait a minute, rabies is a pretty serious disease. But I sort of think that, okay, great, there are squirrels running, well, I've been filming them in Chicago, I've been filming them in Mexico, I've been filming them all over the place, and they come running up to you and they're not afraid. And you know what, take one person who's obviously got a domesticated squirrel, and you think that squirrel's going to get rabies. I just think that's a little bit just stupid. You've got better things to do. And actually, there has been several cases here in New Zealand and in the States of people with very serious medical conditions that they go to hospitals and they can't get any attention, and they end up dying, and it gets fractional amount of coverage as Peanut the Squirrel and Fred the Raccoon. But at the same time, the other side of this equation is that, okay, look, my view on the whole thing is that everyone's getting this completely wrong. It's like, hey, these guys are getting elected, you're going to go Kamala Harris, big pharmaceutical, pro-TPPA, or Donald Trump, military-industrial complex. So would you like a CIA president, or would you like a military junta president? And that sort of thing, we're all kind of losing sight about the fact that we're getting these leaders that are fucking corporate brush, the corporate squirrel tail is so firmly shoved up there. Yeah, it's just, you know. Anyway, on that note, that's my first particular point of election coverage, my first report on what's actually happening in terms of out there, that yes, US elections may be decided by a squirrel. The squirrel and commander-in-chief. That's all, folks.